So our fourth demand shifter is actually another one that splits into two. So this is talking about the price of related goods, and the price of related goods, it depends on whether or not that related good is a good that you consume always with the particular product, right? And if that's the case, then we call it a complementary good. Compared to if it's a good that you would consume instead of, so we can think about this as with, we can think about this one as instead, and this is going to be a substitute good. Now note, this is complementary, not complimentary, right? This is not you're so pretty. This is more a Coca-Cola goes with a Big Mac or something, right? And substitute would be, I'll drink a Pepsi if it's significantly cheaper than a Coke. I just want some caffeine and some sugar and some food coloring. All right, so typically when we talk about complementary goods, we'll often talk about, not the rental market, get out of here. We'll often talk about hot dogs and hot dog buns. So we'll say the price of hot dogs has increased, and our market is hot dog buns. I don't know about you all, but I've never eaten a hot dog bun without a hot dog or a fake hot dog, right? You know, I don't like just grill up hot dog buns or toast them. I mean, maybe I actually have now, but that was like poor college professor McCarthy. Like, that's not something to brag about. So you don't eat hot dog buns without hot dogs, right? And so if the price of that other good that you always eat, you always consume this good with, goes up, right? One of the key things that we can remember here is that since it starts with a C, complementary price changes are going to be contrary, right? They're going to be, so if the price of my hot dogs goes up, then that means that the demand for my buns has to decrease, right? Because they're contrary signs. And we can also just kind of run this through our gut test, right? We can just be like, okay, so if the price of hot dogs increases, if the price were to be fixed, right? If the price were to stay at, oh, come on, man. Whatever this price is here, right? If this is the price, are you going to be consuming less or more hot dog buns, given that the price of hot dogs is increased and you're following the law of demand, which means you're going to consume less hot dogs. So if you're going to consume less hot dogs, you're going to be consuming less hot dog buns, right? And so as a result, there's going to be a shift inwards of your demand curve because of the fact that the price of the hot dogs increasing resulted in your quantity demanded of hot dogs decreasing. Why is that happening? That's simply the law of demand. And then because of the fact that the quantity demanded of hot dogs, I'm like doing a whole proof for you guys today, I don't know why. Because the quantity demand for hot dogs has decreased, and you always consume hot dogs with hot dog buns, that means that the quantity demanded for hot dog buns has to also decrease. So whatever sign this is going to be the sign of the complementary good. But then the law of demand kind of flips us up, which is why we have the mnemonic of complementary being contrary signs. All right. Substitute goods. Substitute goods are going to have the same sign. So let's see if I can save us some erasing. Yeah, I can. Cool. So complementary goods have the contrary and substitute. That was supposed to be a eraser, but you know, that's cool too. Substitute goods are going to be the same sign. And so we're going to stick to hot dogs. Instead of hot dog buns, we're going to do hot dogs. And we're going to say, what about the price of hamburgers? Price of hamburgers increases. Price of hamburgers increases. That means that the demand for hot dogs is going to shift. Which way is it going to shift? It's going to shift in the same direction. So an increase in demand, or the other way we can think about it is an outward shift or a rightward shift. So the price of hamburgers increases, the demand for hot dogs is going to increase as more people substitute out hot dogs at any given price, right? If we hold the price constant and we say that the cost of hamburgers has increased, am I likely to consume less hot dogs or more hot dogs? Well, since the price of the other good that I was considering buying, the alternative, has increased, I'm more likely to do more rather than less. So that's why it shifts out.